where in the lower right-hand corner of Triton, we have one of the top Terrans of all time. Arguably, the top Terran of all time? You tell me. In the red, playing for Kaizi Gaming, it is INnoVation. And his opponent. I would call him up and coming in the Korean scene. He's been looking very good in a lot of the online tournaments such as Alima League. Playing for Brave Star Gaming in the blue, we have Dream. And let me tell you, I was not expecting to be able to get into this game. And I would like to shout out to Wardy for making sure I got in here. Wardy, you're a good guy. He's good people. And I appreciate it. Now getting into the game. Oh, this SCV. Look at this. This Dream SCV is such a bully. Delaying that command center. Meanwhile, Dream is getting his own up. And it looks like we do have a Reaper expand coming down for both players, so Factory's coming down to follow that up. Let's see, Dream going for the reactor. In fact, both players going for the reactor, so playing the exact same build. Very mirrored. That's about as mirrored as you can get right now. I love it. The only thing is INnoVation's command center are going to be a little bit behind, but in order to do that, Dream took the economic hit of sending that SCV across the map much earlier. Now we've got double Hellions coming out of both players. We've got a Starport coming out of both players. No Tech Lab just yet for Dream. And here comes Inno's Reaper going around the long way. We'll run into some Hellions. Dies on its way, jumping up. Rest in peace. Does get the SCV though, so at least there's that. INnoVation not able to scout into the main base, and that's kind of a big deal actually right now. There is a medevac coming out. It looks like Dream is planning on doing a little drop on the side of the base here. Oh, but Inno's got his own plans, man. He's going for a concussive shell attack with his Hellions. He's gonna get his own medevac out. We got Hellions versus Hellions, but Inno does not have a Reaper. Oh no! Tiny bit of miss micro there. He has another Hellion, couple of Hellions join up, so he'll be able to push this back. Inno definitely taking the worst part of that trade though. Gets the Reaper. That's a nice catch. Concussive shell's about to finish, but I think Inno's gonna go home. We have a bunker coming up. Dream going straight into stim. He's gonna start getting some bio out. Inno not going into stim. Wants to get some Marines out actually. Alright, Inno getting that Raven out now. As well as the siege tanks out of the factory. We have his third base coming up, third CC coming up for Dream as well. Yeah, all looking pretty similar here. No Ravens out of Dream though. This has been one of the things with the Raven change that happened not too long ago. Oh man. Hellions going down in the main base. I don't know if they killed workers. 5 SCVs have gone down. I believe those are all from the Hellions. Explains why he's 5 SCVs behind too. But we don't seem to have Game Hard on, which makes me sad. It makes me a sad caster. I rely on Game Heart. Way too much. But Dream getting a few kills there, but does lose all of those Hellions. I believe he lost the medevac as well. Yeah, but the Raven count has been a point of disagreement from some players. I've seen a lot of people get 1 Raven, and a few people get 2, and a few people get 0. I think 1 Raven so far has been the most common, though. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, INnoVation is one of the first names they think of when they think of Starcraft. He's been around for so long. He's been dominant over so many different times. And we're going to see if he's going to be able to do something here against Dream, who's got a bunker and a tank. Inno doesn't care, though. He's going to siege up. He takes care of the tank. The bunker's going to go down. And this attack from Inno is looking absolutely killer. A big stim timing. In the meantime, he's landing his 3rd base. The macro behind it is absolutely beautiful. A lot of Vikings here. We're going to be able to take control of the air for Dream. But it's going to be a little bit before he's able to take his natural back. And in the meantime, Inno has gone up in workers. He's got that 3rd base. Raven wants to not die, but it doesn't have energy to do anything, so it wouldn't be the end of the world for Inno. And Inno's just trying to hold this as long as he possibly can. But Dream says, I'm just going to go drop. Well, no, that's not what he says. He says, I'm going to flank you. I like that decision. I'm going to come in from the backside, bring some units in from the front, as well as grab the Liberator. And because he has the Air Battle 1. Will the Marines get the kill? Not quite. Oh, the auto turret, though. Auto turret gets the kill. But Dream will clean everything down here up, and now he's up an army supply. And I think Dream's going to be moving across the map as soon as possible, since he's very far down in the economy. Meanwhile, macroing up back at home, no problem. Getting up his 1-1. Will that be finished in time for this attack? I'm not sure. The tanks are kind of lagging behind here for Dream. It's going to make it a little bit harder for him to push, and he can't push around this top side since the sensor tower will see absolutely everything that he does. Well, as I say that, he decides to move around the top side anyways. He's in range of the sensor tower with that tank. INnoVation in a nice defensive position, but his main is completely exposed. There's not even a safety tank in here. So a big double drop in the main, but in the meantime, looks like INnoVation pushing away some of that army at his 3rd base. Oh, there is a tank in here, but it gets taken out. The Vikings will take out the medevac. Won't quite get the 2nd one. Nice target fire there from Dream. Grabs another Viking. That Viking count going to be very important. And Dream is still kind of sitting out here, but with very few army units. In fact, the Marines are leaving. It's just the tanks. 2-2 on the way for both players. INnoVation gonna go ahead and drop a 4th base. Feeling very secure in his macro. If only we were all that confident. Dream back at home has caught up in the worker count. It's very similar. The army count is very similar. And we're getting into that nice TVT mid-game. We get to see how these players want to go about the delicate balance of tanks, Marines, and Vikings. A little bit of a drop to the south side here. There's a spotter Marine for INnoVation. Dream holding the watchtower with a good number of forces, a couple of tanks sieged up. But INno's 4th base is about to be finished. And Dream has only just started his. So INno definitely ahead in that economic game. Dream seeing if he can find an opening. I thought those were medevacs. They're just Marines. This drop comes in. We'll get a few SCV kills. However, INnoVation's still ahead in that regard. And INno's starting to really jump ahead in the supply right now. His army supply a good bit higher. His worker count has been a little bit higher for the last few minutes here. And he is mining more efficiently since he has that 4th base. Gonna be hard for him to push Dream off of this without a Liberator or 2. As I say that, 1 saunters into frame. 2 saunter into frame. But Dream going for a drop on the side. Ooh, the unsiege of INno's tanks allow those Marines to take out 1 of the Liberators. Almost get the second one. INno will stim in now, though, and completely push this position off, killing most of the units that were there. There's not much back at home right now for Dream. He's going to siege up a couple of tanks. Oh, and INno completely on top of it with this drop. He's going to kill both the medevacs and has more Marines and a tank here. INnoVation closing the noose around Dream's neck right now. A nice pickoff on that Liberator, going to make it a little bit harder for INno to push in here, but INno's just going for it right now. Losing a ton of Marines to do so, but he has reinforcement Marines behind that, and the tanks are sieged. Vikings land as well. 2 more tanks siege up. There's no more fodder for them. Marines should be able to take them out. Well, maybe not quite. 1 tank survives. Will finally go down. There's just so little left for Dream. And INno is rallying across the map. Dream's going to have to tap out. INnoVation takes game number 1 of this best of 5. Wow. We see here a prime example of why INnoVation is so good. So good. Dream was making some good moves in that game, but INno just consistently ahead in the macro, consistently taking better trades, and putting on a beautiful show for us in that game number 1. We'll see if he's able to continue that throughout the rest of the best of 5, or if Dream will be able to come back a little bit here. Chase, Azor, good to see you guys in the chat. Who's this Jackson guy you're talking about? Is that the real Chase, SC2? I don't know if I believe it. But I know who this is. I know who this is. This is the man himself. Our Red Terran playing for Kaizi Gaming. It is INnoVation. And his opponent in the upper left. For Brave Star Gaming, the blue Terran player, it is Dream. Down 0-1 in this series. I don't think anybody would be surprised if INnoVation took the series, but I would love to see it be a close one. You know, I'd love to see Dream make INno fight for it, because I think Dream has it in him to put up that fight. You know, he's quite a good player. He's put on a good show for us a number of times. He's won some Alima Leagues, which is not a small achievement. There's a lot of good players consistently playing in Alima League. And yeah, I think Dream can absolutely stand up to INno, but INno was looking in prime form that last game. And again, that's one of those quality things about INnoVation. is that he's looked good consistently over the years. And in so many different metas and different expansions, he's had times where he's always clean and crisp. And when he's in the zone, you can really tell he's really on point. This SCV came over for Dream again to harass the CC. Saw no CC and then just left and went home. I like that. Both players, though, going for that earlier double gas, get that factory up quicker. Usually see the CC go down before the starport here. Just trying to get those Reapers and Hellions out. Ooh, should be able to take the first hit there. Maybe able to delay the CC a little bit. No, I'm not going to go in for it knowing that the second Reaper and the Hellion are on the way out. Both players playing safe, staying at home for now. Getting that CC up. InnoCC is a good bit ahead of Dreams. Not the biggest deal, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, but it's little things like that that get Inno in that nice little lead. Ah, Chase, I don't wear the sunnies when I'm being a professional caster here. You know what I mean? Yeah, as much as I love Maru, and I think Maru has a lot more variety in his play, which can be very, very useful, and is one of the reasons I think he did so well in 2018 was the kind of crazy amount of variety he was able to pull off and execute very well. INnoVation just has kind of a crispness to his play, and if he's in his top form, I don't think there's anybody who plays more crisply than he does. Maybe Cyril, but it's hard to say, and that's why he was, called the Machine and the Robot and the Terminator and all those things. Ooh, a lot of Dreams units in that medevac. Fortunately for Inno, he found that randomly on the map, so nicely done. Inno's gonna go home now. Maybe not expecting a drop into the main. Which is not what's gonna happen anyways, but this tank is gonna siege up. Oh, lovely grenade there. Stops those Reapers from getting on top of that. But this will be completely cleaned up. The boost away on the Cyclone, on the medevac, will save it. And the Cyclone will push the Raven back. So nice hold there by Inno. I was an interesting little attack there, just trying to get a nice siege position, but it's a lot harder with so few units. Spreading them out and taking out that siege tank's a lot easier. So INnoVation able to do that. Getting out a second Raven here. Maybe worried he was going to lose his, but gets it repaired up. Oh, and going for mag-filled accelerators. Okay. So this is something I was seeing Special do. So this may be something that Special and Inno and maybe some of the other Terrans decided they really liked, was getting this quick mag-filled accelerators for these early game Cyclones. Dream trying to plant that third on location. Inno says no thank you. When these units for Dream gonna have to come back. Cyclone taking a little bit of damage. Third base is canceled. Dream does have a tank up. Bunch of auto turrets go down for both sides. Oh man. Dream trying to hot pick up some units, but the tank goes down. The Cyclone goes down. The second tank is going to get sieged up, but it's taken down after only one shot. It looks like Dream will hold this. He's got to pull some SCVs to do so, but it was at a big cost. 42 to 49 SCVs. He had to cancel his third base. He did replant it immediately in the main, but Inno's third base is about to finish up. There it goes. And now we're getting into the mid game, where Inno's going for mech this game. We've got 2 more factories planted down. That Magfield accelerator finished up. Excuse me. And Bio going to be coming out of Dream once again. Starting to get those upgrades going. And even 2 more factories being planted by INnoVation as he takes those gases at his third base and can afford it. And INnoVation really jumping ahead in the worker count, constantly pumping those out, up by 8 at this point. Got a couple of armories, gonna start his +1 attack, and there's the +1 armor. Dream wants to move out once again, at least to take his third base here. It just feels so much later than INnoVation's. That push out from Inno really hurt Dream's economy. And that's going to make it difficult for him as he's playing the slightly less cost-efficient army composition. So he's trading cost efficiency for mobility, which generally means you do want to have a slightly larger economy than the mech player, if at all possible. But it's going to be very difficult for him to do that as the army supplies are equalized at the moment. INnoVation has really good vision out on the map. It's not perfect coverage, but it's about as good as you could hope for. And he's going to plant on a 4th on location. This is the more rare 4th to take, but I do like it. Send a few Hellions. Perhaps try to get into this third base at some point, or at least kill some of those scouting Marines. INnoVation back at home, just building tanks and Hellions at the moment, getting his blue flame up. Dream getting those Marines and Marauders out there. He's getting his own tanks as well. But the Sky Battle is likely going to go to INnoVation. Let's check the unit count. Well, he's got 4 Vikings. Dream has none. So definitely going to INnoVation at the moment, but neither player really going hard on the Viking count. Oh, and these Hellions are going to get right in there. There's a few bio units, and Blue Flame is not quite finished, but still going to be able to get a number of SCVs here. Bringing Dream down to 61 workers. To INnoVation's 77. As INnoVation's 4th base is finishing and turning into a planetary, he's going to start mining from there. Now 80 workers. However, he's not going to see this army moving around the top side. He just happens to have no vision of that specific path. But it looks like he's ready to move where he needs to. Ah, yes. All right, so he was able to just see the edge of that. Get some tanks sieged up. Anti-armor missile. Dropping the Hellbats on top of the bio units. And the Vikings shooting down the medevacs out of the sky. A lot of these tanks are able to come back up, and because Inno has the Vikings here, Dream is going to pull away, losing a lot and going down in army supply. He's going to regroup with a new group of bio here. The anti-armor missile on the tanks was an interesting choice, but unfortunately the bio wasn't really able to get on top of the tanks in that fight. And now as Dream regroups, he's down 30 supply. His 4th base is mining. It's actually going to be an orbital instead of a planetary. INnoVation going for that 5th base. But he's looking really good in this game. The big thing here is if Dream can catch him out of position. INnoVation's army is clunky, and it takes a long time to get into position where he needs it to. No cancel on that 5th CC. Actually, just going to be a straight up kill. Bit of a tank siege up standoff here. This Marine gonna kill that command center in about 100 years. He'll get there. I believe in him. INnoVation moving forward. He is maxed now. He's got a couple of Liberators on the way. That's going to be key here. All right, Hellbat's dropping on top of the tanks and the bio. Tanks sieging up for INnoVation. And he's going to completely clean this up. A lot of Dream's army coming in after the battle is almost over. Vikings land to help out. Looks like they may do it again. Nope, not going to land here. But INnoVation up 40 supply at this point. His macro just going to keep him going forward here. He's got 3-3 on the way. No 3-3 on the... Okay. As I say that, Dream starts it up. We have smart servos on the way for INnoVation as well. Just getting out more tanks, more Hellions. He has the air control by a long shot. There's not even enough Marines to really worry these air units at the moment. And a big siege up of the Liberators. Hellbat's moving forward. All these tanks going down for Dream. He's now down 60 supply. This base is going to have to get lifted up and moved. I don't think there's any way Dream can hold this. And even then, there's enough air units to potentially shoot it down. Inno's going to slow push down here towards the third base. Only one siege tank for Dream at the moment. Dream's going to tap out. INnoVation's going to take the quick 2-0 in that series. Ooh, boy. INnoVation taking the early lead and just pushing his advantage. Some really nice play there from our top level Terran INnoVation. Dream trying to find an opening, trying to find an advantage, and INnoVation just not giving it to him. Really beautiful play there. All right, we're going to be getting into game number 3 here shortly. Going to be on Nightshade. We're taking a minute to make sure all the commentators that need to get in can. Sorry, just trying to read some things. I think we may have started without one of the casters. I was trying to get into the game, but I'm not 100% on what was happening there. So hopefully that's not the case. You know what? We're getting ready. We're going to hop right in. Because we are here. At the very least. And the players are here. And that's what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Spawning in the lower right-hand corner. Our red Terran player for Kaizi Gaming. Is he the GOAT? Some may say. I heard Artosis posit once that INnoVation was the GOAT. Or maybe it was Roddy. Roddy and Artosis had a conversation about it. You know what? I believe it. It is INnoVation. Going for a cheeky proxy 2 racks. And his opponent in the upper left, Bravestar Gaming down 0-2. Will he be prepared when the cheese strikes? It is Dream. Alright, so this SCV from Dream has been quite consistent moving across the map. However, he didn't scout into the main last time. I think he walked up the ramp just briefly. But it may be a little while before he realizes this is a proxy 2-Rax Reaper. Unfortunately, something I have seen Dream do in the past is actually 2-Rax in his main base, which is the perfect defense against a proxy 2-Rax Reaper. But unfortunately, not this game. He's just going for the 1-1 here. Yeah, again, Dream just going up the ramp, so he's not going to actually scout whether or not the racks and factory are in the base. However, this Reaper is hitting, and that's going to be enough for Dream to know exactly what's coming. As the second Reaper comes out, INnoVation's just going to go straight up the ramp. Ooh, doesn't quite get that SCV before the factory finishes here. He's going to back out, wait for the third Reaper. Hellion and another Marine are almost out here for Dream. Ooh, Dream's going for a proxy starport. That's why he didn't scout into the main. He's getting that starport up across the map. Confident he can hold back at home now that he has these units out. Dream's movement really nice here, going back and forth. Ooh, loses a Marine very quickly. Some nice grenades here, bopping those Marines and that Reaper back. But the second Hellion comes out. These Reapers are going to be pushed away. Back at home, Inno does have that factory coming up. But is he going to be expecting? Looks like he might go Cyclone first, which is the best scenario here. Because he doesn't have anything else that shoots up right now. And if that Liberator comes in and he decided to go for, say, a siege tank or a couple Hellions, that would be a big issue. But the Cyclone will be out not too much longer after the Liberator gets on in. Gonna be some lost mining time, may lose an SCV or two. Fortunately for Inno, Cyclones take a long time to build. Ooh, Inno jumping up that ramp. I don't know if I like that decision. Gonna lose a lot there, and these units are, a lot of them are very low, but they do still exist. And here comes this Liberator, does get one kill. Doesn't siege up on the factory in time though. Ooh, grabs a couple more SCVs on the way back. But there's a lot of units spilling across the map here. Inno does still have a couple of Reapers left alive, as well as the Cyclone. That should be enough, I think, to hold off this push. It's not going to be easy. Grabbing that Hellion very quickly like that is a good start. Inno also getting a full scout here. He is going to go into mech. In fact, both players getting that mag-filled accelerator. So it looks like we may have both players deciding to go mech. Moving down the bottom side, because this starport was proxied, he's got that medevac. And he's going to go in for the drop. There is a Cyclone on location. Will it be enough? A lot of Inno's units moving very far out, looking for that proxy perhaps. Not going to find it up there. Alright, this medevac not getting done what it needed to. He might have caught a glimpse of that Cyclone. Ooh, this Cyclone. I think it was just on auto attack, just happened to grab that Hellion. If INnoVation targeted that, that's a beautiful thing. But I think the Hellion just happened to be the one in front who was only one shot away from death. Unfortunately there for Dream. That being said, Dream is on equal work account. They both have their natural base up. Dream's actually up in the army supply right now. So he should be feeling pretty okay about his position here. Considering as a proxy 2 racks, INnoVation not getting the damage done maybe he was hoping for. But it is a solidly even game at the moment. Inno gonna drop that quick third CC. He likes to get those bases up. And actually just pumping out double Cyclone right now. He doesn't even have a starport, does he? Who needs a starport when you can just make Cyclones? But Dream also going for the Cyclones. Ooh, medevac gets targeted down. Nice little pick off there. And that battle goes heavily in INnoVation's favor, but you know, I say that, but it's actually pretty close. I think they traded a lot of Cyclones for each other. These barracks still just floating over, being annoying. Trying to hide his cyclones from Inno. Ooh, but it's 2-3. But Dream takes the better trade. Inno does kill those cyclones, and he's got... Alright, those are some Hellions. Or some, SCVs. I was gonna say, does he have just like 4 more crossing the map? Not quite, but he is still building them consistently. Both players just building 2 factory Cyclone. Inno getting a 3rd factory with a tech lab up. What an interesting TVT we have here. And Dream, he didn't bring that starport home. He just planted it on the left side. And he's got another Liberator queued up to go into the main eventually. Inno Cyclones are at home right now, so wise of Dream to wait. Might be waiting until he sees Inno push across the map with his barracks, or is just being attacked. Triple factory Cyclone production in TVT. I'm going to go ahead and say I have literally never seen this. This is absolutely incredible. And what's even crazier to me is that Dream has been doing the exact same thing. And I mean, I feel like this only works if your opponent is also doing it. INnoVation not going for the Hellions though. Dream wants those Hellions in there with this. Alright, here comes the first Liberator. There is still a second one chilling over here. No turrets or Cyclone left up in the main. But Dream wants to attack. He's going to put on some double prong here. Wants to hit at the front while the Lib goes into the backside. Knowing that the Cyclones of INnoVation are very far away. Inno with a quick pull though will only lose 1 SCV, at least for the time being. And the Lib will get on out of there to fight another day. Alright, we've transitioned. Now we've got tanks coming out of both players. We have upgrades coming out of Dream quite a bit earlier than what INnoVation has. eBay going down, but do we have armories? I don't see any armories here for INnoVation, so his upgrades are going to be very far behind Dream's. Even if he started those armories right now, which he may, he's not going to have that 1-1 started, I think, until after these are finished. Armories take forever to build. There he goes, going to plant down 2 armories. Dream just a little bit ahead in that transition to a regular mech. Are we going to see starports get planted? Vikings are the next step in the evolution of mech. Hellions and Cyclones move into tanks, move into Vikings. INnoVation says no. I'm just going to go attack you, but Inno is down 30, almost 30 army supply at the moment. Using a lot of those lock-ons on the barracks means he has less available for the units. Army supply is a lot more evened up now. Also, some of that is in these Hellions, which really aren't going to do all that much. Oh, lovely siege position here from INnoVation. I think he killed all of Dream's tanks. 2 more tanks come down from the high ground. A lot of these Cyclones logging on, a lot of them going down. INnoVation trying to find a good position here. This Liberator, in the meantime, grabbing 5 SCV kills and forcing basically no mining on that 3rd base. I think some Hellions or something may have ran by as well, because INnoVation's down to 52 workers. There's almost nothing left on that 3rd base. No air units here. This is pure scans for vision. Well, looks like INnoVation only left with a few tanks. Won't be able to hold this position for too much longer. Oh, INnoVation completely not mining on one of his bases. Needs to pull some of these SCVs back down. He's trying to retreat here with these siege tanks, but it's very difficult with Cyclones and Hellions out that can just consistently do damage. And INnoVation in a really rough spot. He's down to 90 supply to Dream's 130. A lot of army trading there, so the army values aren't that different. But Dream is up 30 workers. He's going to take his 4th base. INnoVation's trying to get some work done, but oh my god, look at this tank spread here from Dream. Forcing so many scans out of INnoVation just to kill them, and INnoVation can't really afford to scan right now. He really would rather be dropping mules. These tanks are all so low. Oh, Blue Flame Hellions coming in once again. Getting a few more kills. 5 or 6 SCVs going down there. And now again, out come the Hellions. Once the tanks unsiege, Hellions and Cyclones take 2 of those low health tanks out. INnoVation trying to hold on, but definitely struggling here. Getting his own Hellions out now as well. Oh, Liberator Siege is up, which is a nice choice. But a turret will take it out. Still, it gets 2 kills, which is 2 more kills that INnoVation cannot afford right now. A few of these tanks will go down for Dream. This is a nice trade for INnoVation. Cyclones are going to lock on onto this 4th CC, and they should be able to get it. But in the meantime, more Blue Flame Hellions moving in. Oh, he's going to roast him. Oh, man. So many SCVs going down. INnoVation down to 30 workers. He took out a 4th base, but right now he can't even mine from all 3 of his efficiently. He doesn't have nearly enough workers. It's going to make it really hard for him to keep up the production that Dream has on 72 workers. And now with the double Liberator, it looks like this is about all INnoVation has. I think we may see a tap out here as he starts losing some of these last few Cyclones. He's going to try to hold on for the defense, but he's down nearly half the supply of Dream. And that's going to be the tap out right there. Dream pulling it back, bringing us to a 2-1. Alrighty. We're gaining more observers as we go. More casters getting in here. Looks like Winter and Golden both hopping in here. There are some non-English speaking casters as well, I believe. We got Funka in here. Good stuff. We're getting into World of Sleepers for game number 4. Game number 4. I'm so excited. This is a best of 5. Imagine this could have been a 2-0, but no, it's a best of 5, so now we get a 2-1. Dream pulling it back a little bit. Might have some momentum going into this game number 4 on World of Sleepers. Of course, we do have INnoVation in the upper right and Dream in the lower left. No need to continually do introductions. Although I will say, the best thing about introductions is it buys a lot of time. You can say a lot of words about the players. You can take your time. You can do the big introduction. And by then, the barracks is almost done. So that is a bonus. I don't know if Dream... Oh, Dream's on Bravestar Gaming. And INnoVation's on Kaizi Gaming. which I hadn't heard of until like yesterday. I think or the day before maybe, we were casting somebody who's also on Kaizi Gaming. So I don't know if they're new or I just haven't heard. Oh, it was Bunny. INnoVation, Bunny, Nice, and Super are all on Kaizi Gaming. Kaizi Gaming was founded on August 20th, 2019, so a very new team. But they have got a good little group of players, including one of the best Terrans in the world. INnoVation losing that fight. Gonna plant his CC on the high ground. But Dream, see, this is the 2 rags, the in-base 2 rags that I was talking about that I've seen Dream do. I stole this build from him, and I went on ladder with it. Thanks, Dream. It's kind of like a cheese. It's like a safer version of the proxy 2 racks. It's the perfect defense against a proxy 2 racks. But also, if your opponent goes for a 1 racks, like a Reaper Fast Expand, you can put on a lot of pressure. And if they don't react accordingly, you may even be able to just take a game-winning advantage. It can be a really nice build. Of course, it delays your tech, it delays your command center, but it'd still absolutely be worth it in some scenarios here. We do have the first Hellion coming out. Right now it's 2 Reapers to 2 Reapers. INnoVation gets the first hit. So he's going to go for the chase, and he should be able to grab 1 Reaper. And he is. Another Reaper shows up, though. Ah, the Hellion's here. Alright, so Dream not able to get that damage done that he was hoping for. And in fact, might be in a little bit of trouble, as he's just got Marines coming out right now. There's only 1 Reaper left on the map for him, and his factory is not quite finished yet. He will finish the command center at the very least. Get his starport started. INnoVation not going to push in, not too sure of what Dream has behind that. Ooh, but he's going to go for Banshees. Okay. So he's banking on the fact that Dream is not likely to build a Raven. We didn't see like any starport units in the last game. That was such a strange composition from both players, in my opinion, and the lack of starport units. In fact, did INnoVation, I don't think he ever built a starport. Oh my god, this 1 Hellion. He's gonna get 1 SCV. Nice split there by Dream. Saves 1 of his SCVs, but that single Hellion gets out after grabbing 2 SCVs. Alright, we've got to see if Dream's able to see.
Our SCVs are under attack.
He comes in to scout, but he doesn't see the Banshee getting cloak. That must have been a Hellion, because that's a wheel. Hellion trying to get some more damage done. INnoVation is up 4 workers after that. And we do have the first Banshee coming into the backside of the base. No energy for a scan on this orbital. This one is about to have a scan. Where did that Banshee go? Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. I can't see that on the map at all. I don't know if you guys can. 0% can I see that. But INnoVation moving out the front with a couple of Cyclones, a couple of Reapers. His 3rd CC is on the way. Cloak is finished. He's going to hit both mineral lines while posturing at the front. Is what it looks like his plan is, and I like this a lot. Dream did make a Raven. It's only 1, but that's better than none. Yep, Cyclone's posturing at the front. In the meantime, see Banshee coming into the main. Banshee coming into the natural. Raven and a Cyclone. Oh, they're going right to the main. All right, this one should go down. This Banshee, though, has 4 kills. He's going to grab a few Marine kills as well. Oh, this Banshee got out, was one hit away, it looks like. There is enough for a scan, but he doesn't want to have to use that. Would rather just kill it this way. But 14 kills on this Banshee. And Dream is now down 20 SCVs after that trade. INnoVation. First time in a long time I've seen Banshees actually work really well. And of course it was INnoVation. Reaper will get a kill on an SCV though. Delays this factory. And Inno is going into mech once again. Dream going for bio. So starting to look like game number 1. Except this time Dream starts off down just a ton of workers. And both the Banshees survive. Oh no, he made a third Banshee. I was gonna say, one of them died in the main. Getting like 3 extra kills though. But he still has 2 Banshees available to him. And this game starting to shape up a little bit more like the TVT we've come to expect. Looks like Dream does want to go land his 3rd CC, but INnoVation already mining from his and just up so high in that worker count. This almost seems like an insurmountable thing for Dream to overcome. Advantage. Insurmountable advantage for Dream to overcome. There we go. Words. Words are good, guys. I love this, like, ragtag of units. Your flying units and your ground units are going down. Ooh, Inno sees some of these units with the Hellions. Oh, look at these siege tanks, though. Some of these fringe depots are going to go down. A couple of SCBs. Banshee's helping to push away the siege position. Dream gonna move around. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Those 2 Cyclones just popping in there and grabbing those 2 medevacs. That is a beautiful play. Gonna make it so difficult for Dream. Dream is now mining from a 3rd base. His worker count is getting up to a respectable position, but Inno's 4th gets planted. And it seems like every time Dream starts to find something, INnoVation says, no, I'm actually doing fine. This position here from Dream, a little bit of a weak position. Not a whole lot here, but a couple of siege tanks make it hard for Inno to push into if he wanted to try to take that. SCV building a sensor tower, but it's not done just yet. But it looks like INnoVation catches the tail end of those units moving down with the scan, and then the sensor tower will finish up. These siege tanks can hit this building command center. May force it cancel. That'd be really nice here. Just delaying it. Oh, in the meantime, INnoVation's taken this 4th. So this is a 5th command center. Dream says, that position is held for long enough. Well, looks like INnoVation might want to move out with a chunk of his army here. Dream moving to intercept. And moving up to put some pressure onto this 4th base. Dream has his own 4th base about to finish. And he's up to 69 workers, but INnoVation's at 85. That's a lovely saturation for 4 bases right there. Upgrade-wise, Dream is at 2-2. INnoVation's 2-2 is only about a 1/3 of the way done. So Dream definitely has the advantage there, but he kind of needs to with this mech versus bio play. He also needs to try to find some damage. It's so difficult with these sensor towers. Look at the 3 rings here. Make it so tough for Dream to push in and get anything done. Oh, but INnoVation Might walk into a bit of a trap here. Losing a lot of stuff before the fight even happens, but Hellbat's being dropped on the bio once again. Banshee's taking out tanks. Oh, there's still 2 siege tanks here. Killing a lot of those units before the fight even happens. Boosting the medevacs to catch the bio units. Dream has some reinforcements here, but it's not enough to put up a fight. That CC, was that canceled or killed? Does look like it. Or maybe, nope, this is a new CC. INnoVation wants a lot of command centers. He wants a lot of command centers. He deserves it. More siege tanks taking some pot shots. Some nice trades here for Dream. But he's still down 10 workers. He's been down in economy the entire game. I wish we could look at the income graph. Oh, tanks are unsieged. Marauder's gonna come in, stim forward and take out a few tanks very quickly. INnoVation sieges up. No Liberators just yet out of Inno. Dream's gonna back up. He's gonna concede some ground here as it looks like most of his tanks have gone down. I think he's gonna go for a big surround on Inno though. And I don't know if Inno's gonna be able to handle this. Oh, INnoVation though, he's smelling it, smelling blood in the water. He drops the Hellbats right on top of the bio once again. He gets the new siege position, leaving a couple tanks here for the flank. And this is tough. There's not a lot of siege tanks left for INnoVation, but it looks like he's going to clean up all of the bio the Vikings land to make sure that does happen. And Dream now down 30 supply against INnoVation. This mech play here from INnoVation absolutely just beautifully done. In the meantime, he's taken more bases. SCVs come off the line to fight against the Hellbats, and that is not going to be the way. It looks like this will all go down for INnoVation, but he is macroing up back at home. He's got himself a 5th base, a 6th base turning into a planetary at the moment. And Dream lost a lot of his economy in that fight. This base is barely mining it at this point. He does have a base to the top side. INnoVation though is also taking another base, going to be on 7 bases with, oh, he's about to hit 100 workers. Let's go. Let's go, Inno. That's 99 right there. One more, you can do it. Dream sees the planetary, wants to go for the attack. No sensor tower over here just yet. Oh, and a bit of a Hellion run by, killing some more of Dream's economy. There it is, 101 workers out of INnoVation. Absolutely beautiful. This planetary not going to go down. Here are the Liberators. So much of Dream's army dying. Again, not an efficient fight for INnoVation, but he doesn't need it to be efficient. He's at almost double the worker count, and his army is so very powerful. Oh, this one is not a planetary. It looks like Dream should be able to at least force the lift off. No more siege tanks up here either. INnoVation though, he does not care. He says, go ahead, take out that base. I'll let it happen. He's gonna go in for the kill. This little ragtag group might try to go behind the mineral line here. We have ourselves a little bit of a base trade. Oh, but 4 tanks siege up over here. That's gonna be really tough for Dream to crack through. I don't think he's gonna be able to. There's enough medevacs here. Vikings on the backside. INnoVation is supply blocked, but he's still at 192 supply. to Dream's 113. Hellbats absolutely crushing this third base. And INnoVation moving across with round 2. Meanwhile, Dream hasn't even been able to handle round 1. I don't know how Dream could ever push off these Liberators. He has no Vikings. He has very few Marines. Ooh, and those tank shots. I think that's going to seal the deal. Dream down to 67 army supplies, down 40. He's going to go for one final break here with all of his bio. Dropping on the backside, pushing on the front side. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Dream has to tap out, and INnoVation will take the 3-1